we are going to begin with these previous year questions, NEET PYQs. Are you ready, everyone? Quickly reply. Are you ready? With your notebook and pen, because now I will show you the first question of this today's class, that from this PYQ section, and then I will be waiting for your answer in the chat box. So first of all, let's quickly reply. Let's see who all are active. Yes. So the first question will be very interesting. That is what is the dominant? This is from hydrogen bonding concept. This is from hydrogen bonding concept, and this is from chemical bonding. What is dominant intermolecular force of bond or bond that must be overcome in converting liquid CH3OH, which is meth plus N plus ol methanol, to a gas? Methanol एक liquid है. We are converting this methanol into a gas. So you know very well some type of intermolecular forces of attractions are there, right? First of all, you should provide some type of energy. You should provide some type of energy so that with the help of that energy, molecules overcome कर जाए इस intermolecular forces of attraction से, और वो convert हो जाए दूसरी phase में, right? So you can imagine what type of intermolecular forces or bond are present here. Dipole-dipole interactions, covalent bond, London dispersion force या hydrogen bonding. Very interesting concept, important है, आज ही बताया है. Yes. So definitely you know very well. If I will show you a diagram, CH3OH, then the second molecule CH3OH, then the third molecule CH3OH. You can see here it is showing hydrogen bonding. Some books show like hydrogen bonding like with this dash dash dash, and some you can use this dash dash dash. Okay, both are correct. This is hydrogen bonding, this is hydrogen bonding. So you have to break this hydrogen bonding, then molecule will get separate and they will go to the gaseous phase. That means hydrogen bonding is the concept here. The answer is D. So due to intermolecular, what type of hydrogen bonding is there? It is within the same molecule or within the different molecules. Definitely this is one molecule, this is another molecule, so it is between the molecules. It is not in the same molecule, it is between the molecules. Okay, so that is why it is named as what? Intermolecular hydrogen bonding in methanol, and it exists as associated molecule, as I showed you already. CH3OH, CH3OH, these two molecules are showing hydrogen bonding. The next one is CH3OH, like this. I hope you are getting. Similarly it can go further. I hope you are getting this concept. Quickly reply in the chat box. I am just reading the chats. I am watching your chats, everyone. I want to go with the next question, question number 2. Let's see who will give the answer very quickly. Very easy question. Question is saying, which one of the following is the correct order? Which one of the following is the correct order of interactions? That means which interaction is the stronger interactions and which interaction is the weaker interaction? Tell me. You are saying option D. That means dipole-dipole interactions are weaker, but we know very well van der Waals interactions are weaker. Van der Waals interactions are very much weaker. जहां पर कोई फोर्स नहीं, वहां पर कौन सा फोर्स है? वैन डर वाल्स फोर्स. So option B is the correct answer. That means the strength of interactions follows this order. Van der Waals interactions are the weakest. Very good, very good. Van der Waals interactions are the weakest. Then hydrogen bonding. Then dipole-dipole interactions are like ionic type interactions. Hydrogen bonding have somewhat ionic interactions, right? And then covalent interactions. The correct answer is definitely option B. Okay, everyone. So van der Waals interactions is the weakest, and this one is the strongest. Strongest is due to like overlapping. Something is interacting like this. This is like positive, this is like negative. They are attracting each other, but they are not touching each other, right? But in something is like overlapping, like this. This is overlapping, right? This is one molecule orbital, this is another, this is one atom orbital, or this is another, and they are overlapping like this. then what happens? It is not easy to remove them, right? Because there is overlapping of orbitals, right? There is overlapping of orbitals in case of covalent. Okay, so this is the question number 2 answer, and the answer is option B. Let's move to the next question. Question number 3, everyone. The boiling point of para-nitrophenol, very good, para-nitrophenol, benzene per OH, and here you have to put NO2 because 1-2 positions is named as ortho, 1-3 beta, and 1-4 para. And the question is saying that the boiling point of para-nitrophenol is higher than that of orthonitrophenol. The orthonitrophenol structure is very simple, that is this. While summarizing the concepts of chemical bonding, I told you already regarding these two examples, and as well as I told you about the intermolecular and intramolecular hydrogen bonding, and you are saying option number C. Okay, if you are saying option number C, then what should be the correct answer? Let's see. Because the options are saying NO2 group at para position behave in a different way from that at ortho position. NO2 group is electron withdrawing group, and definitely at para and ortho it will show electron withdrawing nature. Okay, first option is not the correct. Intramolecular hydrogen bonding exists in para-nitrophenol. In a para-nitrophenol, I told you already, like, let me draw it. You can draw also like this because this is like semi-ionic bond. One more molecule. I am just telling you, and then I will tell you the answer. You can see it will form hydrogen bonding with further another molecule. It is forming hydrogen bonding. It is forming hydrogen bonding, and this will form hydrogen bonding with another molecule. So this is between the molecule. This is not within the same molecule. So this is inter. This is inter. So the question options is saying that intramolecular hydrogen bonding exists in para-nitrophenol. Definitely wrong. There is intermolecular hydrogen bonding in para-nitrophenol. Yes, intermolecular hydrogen bonding is present in para-nitrophenol, and para-nitrophenol has a higher molecular weight than orthonitrophenol. Molecular weight is not the concept here. The concept जो यहाँ पे लग पाएगा बॉइलिंग पॉइंट के साथ, दैट इज इंटरमोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग. सो कौन सा ऑप्शन मैच कर रहा है? ऑप्शन सी, वेरी गुड आंसर. द बॉइलिंग पॉइंट ऑफ पैरानाइट्रोफेनॉल इज हायर देन दैट ऑफ ऑर्थोनाइट्रोफेनॉल बिकॉज इन पैरानाइट्रोफेनॉल देयर इज इंटरमोलिकुलर हाइड्रोजन बॉन्डिंग. There is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Very good answer, everyone. But in orthonitrophenol, it is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. I want to show you. Like this. This is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. This is intramolecular hydrogen bonding because it is taking place within the molecule. Okay, very good. Are you ready for the next question? Before then, I want to tell you intramolecular hydrogen bonding in orthonitrophenol is a interaction within the molecule, whereas the intermolecular hydrogen bonding in paranitrophenol is a interaction between the molecules, which results into higher boiling point. The intramolecular hydrogen bonding also results in a strong driving force for crystal formation. In other molecules generating higher melting temperature, example para-hydroxybenzoic acid. Para-hydroxybenzoic acid, you can take the example, structure is like para-hydroxybenzoic acid. Let's move to the question number 4 and tell me the answer, everyone. Which of the following is the least likely to behave as a Lewis base? Lewis acid is electron pair acceptor. Then what is Lewis base? Tell me everyone. Lewis base is electron pair donor or electron pair acceptor? Quickly tell me. What is this Lewis base? Electron pair acceptor or electron pair donor? You know very well. Lewis base is electron pair acceptor or electron pair donor. I want to give a idea regarding this. NS3 has one lone pair. BF3 has incomplete octet. OH negative, lone pairs and negative is also. H2O, lone pairs are there. The point is here, incomplete octet, like 6 electrons are there only. So what should be the answer? Which of the following is the least likely? Which of the following is the least likely to behave as a Lewis base? Definitely the correct answer is BF3, because it is a Lewis acid, not a base. In organic chemistry, we are using this as Lewis base because this is electron pair donor. How is it electron pair donor? This point is also very interesting or important. So as you can see here, before the next question, I want to show this question. NS3, BF3, OH negative and H2. Because of the presence of these lone pairs, they can donate electrons. But in BF3, incomplete octet is here. Only 6 electrons are there. So it cannot donate electrons. So it can accept electrons. So BF3 is an electron deficient species, thus behaves like a Lewis acid. So bond order, if you want to calculate a bond order according to MOT, you can calculate by using number of bonding electrons minus number of anti-bonding electrons divided by 2. Okay. I hope this is clear. Let's move to the question number 5. Question number 5 is again very simple. Question number 5 is saying, which one shows maximum hydrogen bonding? Which one shows maximum hydrogen bonding? H2O, H2S, H2SC, H2F. Hydrogen bonding can be shown by those elements having more electronegativity and small size. If I will show these elements, because H2H2 is same, right, in these three ABC, and the another is HF, right, having one hydrogen. But if I will show you the you can say anions, right, like O2 negative, H2 negative, right, I am showing these positions, their positions in the periodic table. You can see here, this is fluorine, which is the most electronegative element. This is oxygen, then sulfur, selenium, right? Top to bottom electronegativity decreases and right to left electronegativity increases, and fluorine is the most electronegative atom. So if electronegativity is the most, so definitely it will show the maximum hydrogen bonding, right? It will show the maximum hydrogen bonding, and every element can't show the hydrogen bonding because some elements are not electronegative, some are electronegative and enough electronegative, but they are small size. They are not small size, they are of large size. They are of large size. So FON, fluorine, then oxygen, then nitrogen. This should be the order. So let's see the answer, everyone. The answer of this question will be option D, definitely, as F is fluorine is the most electronegative element. As fluorine is the most electronegative element, thus HF shows maximum strength of hydrogen bond. HF की जो hydrogen bonding होगी वो सबसे ज़्यादा strength वाली होगी. With the increase in electronegativity and decrease in size of the atom to which hydrogen atom is covalently linked, the strength of hydrogen bonded decreases और increases. अगर electronegativity increase हो रही है, size decrease हो रहा है, electronegativity increases, size decreases, so definitely जो आपकी स्ट्रेंथ है हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड की वो इंक्रीज करेगी। द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड इंक्रीजेस, द स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ हाइड्रोजन बॉन्ड इंक्रीज। क्लियर? आई होप क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 आंसर नंबर 5 इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन।